and welcome to Inside Outlook. I'm Jeff Havers, Superintendent of Pemberton Township Schools. Today I'm joined by some very special guests from Helen Fort Middle School, 8th graders Cynthia Sanchez and Milena Cintron, along with their principal, Mr. Eiler. Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Cynthia, I'm going to start with you first. As a 7th grader last year at Helen Fort Middle School, tell me about what you had previously heard about the middle school.
When I went to Newcomb, in the halls and in my classes, the kids would say that Helen A. Fort wasn't the nicest school. They would say that the students weren't very kind and they were disrespectful to the teachers, and there were lots of fights in the hallways, so it wasn't the safest place to be.
Okay. And what was your experience once you were going to school at Helen Fort last year?
Last year, I had a lot of fun. I had many classes with very good teachers that respected the students. They went by the motto, if you give respect, you get it. And that's what my class gave. We gave respect and we got it back. And there was really no problems. And I got to the school and there weren't that many fights, and they weren't as bad as the students had described them the year before. But it was still a great experience.
Great experience last year?
Yes.
How about you, Milena? What kind of things did you know about Helen Fort before you actually attended?
Similar to what Cynthia said, how it wasn't really a great school to be at, lots of fights and arguments. I also knew that there was not a lot of incentives and encouragement for kids to come to school daily, and I feel that now that Mr. Eiler is here, he has changed that a lot. I also knew, because when I was at Newcomb, I was very also involved in sports and extracurriculars, and I was involved with the musical and chorus, and I knew that they had a great program there for all of those things.
This is for both of you. What were some of your favorite experiences from last year?
We did a roller skating trip last year, and I really loved it. It was very fun.
Awesome.
Oh man, I was gonna say that, but I was an avid too, so we had many fun field trips, like the Renaissance Fair. We went there.
Oh, that's great. The New Jersey Renaissance Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Mr. Eiler, you started as a new principal of Helen Fort just last year. How does it feel to hear students say they are excited about things happening at your school?
It feels great. I'm really happy and proud that Milena and Cynthia have had the experience that they've had at Helen Fort Middle School. We have 586 students, and I want every single one of those students to have the experience that they've had. A lot of what we've done this year is to try and make sure that students know that school is a fun place, but we also want to make sure that we are instilling them values and abilities to operate, within the general society. And I think if you mesh the two of them so that people realize when they come to school, it's not work, it shouldn't be work, it should be fun. You can have a lot of fun, and that in and of itself takes care of a lot of the issues that Cynthia and Milena were talking about. And I can't thank the staff of Helen Fort Middle School enough, because the staff every single day has come with the initiative and the focus of making sure that we are teaching students discipline, but making sure that they have fun every single day. And I think it's starting to show off in some of our disciplinary numbers and some of the activities that we've had just in the month of September alone.
And discipline sometimes is just about self-discipline, making sure you get your homework done, coming to school maybe when you're tired, or the alarm goes off and you want to stay in bed. There's self-discipline that we need to learn as well, correct?
100%.
Yeah. And what about this year? Do you have any upcoming events or programs you'd like to highlight today?
Sure. So right now we have September Survivor attendance. So any student who is in school 100% of September, so does not miss a day, we are setting up a trip for all of them to go to the Philadelphia Zoo. We have Cynthia and Milena's favorite coming up in February, our roller skating trip.
Oh, yeah.
So that's coming back. And we also have a number of programs that we are working with our Adopt-a-School colleagues on the base, where we're going to take kids bowling one month, and we have a pep rally on Monday. We really have made a focus of having at least 3 events per month for students to really get geared up and look forward to. And that alone, I think, is really beneficial for students who have a tougher time being engaged in their studies, namely because they haven't had that experience before. So the goal is to make sure every student has that type of experience the way that Cynthia talks about Avid, the way that Milena talks about her involvement with athletics, and to really bring kids in and make them not want to leave at the end of the school day.
Yeah, that's wonderful, and it's always good to have something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
I have one last question for our students. What is the one thing you'd like sixth graders to know when they enter Helen Fort next year?
I'll go first. Just be respectful to your teachers because they do a lot for you, and don't miss out on opportunities people give you. It's always best to try new things and be kind to people.
All right. Elaine?
I agree. Being very respectful, I feel like, is important, and I feel like some people aren't, and this is a great school, and I love it. Since Mr. Eilers came in here, he has made it way better than it was before. So I would just say have fun and enjoy your time here while you can. I'm very sad to be having to leave this year.
Thank you both very much for coming here today and joining us. It's great to hear about the positive changes happen at Helen Fort. Thank you, Mr. Eiler.
Certainly.
And it sounds like you're going to have a great rest of the year, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
A few reminders before I go. The district will be hosting a job fair next Tuesday, October 2nd from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Brotherhood Administration Building at 1 Egbert Street. We invite everyone to come see what Pemberton Township Schools has to offer and ask you to help spread the word to your friends and neighbors. October Board of Education meetings will take place Thursday, October 17th for the work session and Thursday, October 24th for the action meeting. Both meetings will take place at 6:30 p.m. in the Pemberton Township High School auditorium. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Inside Outlook.